Hey, what's up, good people? David Taub here, co-creator of NextLevelGuitar.com. How you doing? What's happening? Hope all's well. Hey, I got a cool little exercise here to help you with your chord changing, with your rhythm, and to help work on especially changes between open chords and bar chords. So I kind of came up with this cool little jazzy progression, and then we're going to do something different. I'm going to switch it each time through the progression. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing a series of chords using bar chords. Then we're going to be playing the same chords, but we're going to be using the open chord voicings for those same chords, and then go back and forth, back and forth. This is really gonna challenge you to get these chord changes down and to play them in time and push you to the next level. It's so important as a guitar player to keep taking on harder things, harder chord changes, harder strum patterns, harder progressions, harder lead guitar work, and that's how you keep getting to the next level, right? I'll show you all these chords up close, but basically what I've come up with is a little jazzy progression. This is gonna be in the key of C major, and we're gonna take like an F major 7th chord. And by the way, I'm playing this on electric, but you know, you could do the same thing on an acoustic, okay? And if you don't know these chords, I'm going to show them up close, even better. Then you'll learn some new chords or maybe some new voicings for these chords. It's so important. Keep expanding your chord vocabulary, you know? So we're going to take, remember, we're in the key of C major here. So we're going to take the 4 major chord in the key of C major, which is F major 7th. We're going to start on that. And then go to a 3 minor chord, E minor 7, to a 2 minor, D minor 7, and then C major 7. And then we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do it down here in the open position. F major 7, E minor 7th, D minor 7th, C major 7. Let's learn the chords. The first one is F major 7th. I'm up here at the 8th fret. This is a root 5th string bar chord, and it's movable. There you see a good shot of that. This tells me what key I'm playing it in. If I play this shape, and you see the text on the screen, it's an F major 7th because I'm here on an F note on the 8th fret. If I move that down to the 5th fret, it's a D major 7th, because here's my D note, 5th fret on the A string. These are A string roots. If I move it up a whole step, there's an E note, play that shape. That's an E major 7th, but we're going to do it in F. F major 7th. Next chord is E minor 7th. Okay, we're not using the pinky on this. E minor 7th again, here's our root note. On that E note on the 7th fret. That's movable. If I move it up to the 8th fret, that will be an F minor 7. If I move it up to the 9th fret, F sharp minor 7. See, these are movable, these chords. So F major 7th, E minor 7th. The next chord in the progression, just go down a whole step, play that same minor 7th shape. It's a D minor 7th. There's our D note, right? So just kind of slide it down. And then the last chord on the bar chord part of this is the C major 7. So you're playing the C major 7 down here on the 3rd fret root, which is a C note. And you're playing that major 7th shape. It's the same shape we were playing up here in F when we started. Just you're going to take that shape, slide down to the 3rd fret to C major 7. So you got F major 7. Half step down to E and then play the minor 7th, whole step down to D minor 7th, and then a whole step down to C major 7th. And if you have any trouble with like any of these changes, just go back and forth between the two. Like if you're having trouble going from the F major 7 to the E minor 7, just practice that back and forth. Change. Back and forth. You know, and eventually you'll get it. Try to move all your fingers at once. And the second part of the exercise, we're down here in this open position, we'll call it. There's the nut right there. The first chord is this F major 7. It kind of looks like this little F mini chord, but we're playing the high E string open. F major 7th. And you're only playing the top 4 strings. E minor 7th is the next chord. And I play it by taking the E minor chord and adding your 3rd and 4th fingers to the high E and B strings. This would be an E minor 7th also. Has a little different timbre. You can use either one. E minor 7. Next chord is your D minor 7. I'm barring the high E and B string and then hooking my 2nd finger on that A note on the G string. Add the open D string. You got D minor 7. And then C major 7. It's kind of like a C major chord that you probably learned one of your first chords. C major, right? But you're going to take off that first finger. C major 7th. So you're going to do bar chords, open chords, bar chords, open chords. Okay? Let me play it for you once through so you can hear it, and then I'm going to show you. We'll do a real easy strum pattern. I'll show you some tricks on it. Okay, so here we go. 2, 3, 4. Beginning, and then it repeats itself. So the strum pattern we're keeping real simple. All I'm doing is down and then a chuck, down, chuck, and then 3 downs. Okay, so you can always learn strum patterns quickly if you break them up into little pieces. So, and if you're doing exercises like this, obviously you could use any strum pattern. But until you get the chord changes down, use a known strum pattern that you could do well. You don't want to be fumbling over a strum pattern at the same time you're fumbling over a chord change. You'll never get anything done that way. I want to laser focus in your practice to be the most efficient possible. So it's down, chuck, and then all I'm doing for the chuck is just loosening pressure. I'm not coming off the chord. Right? Down, chuck, down, 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 chuck. And that's it. Add a chuck at the end. So 2 chucks. Down, chuck, down, down, chuck. Then next chord. Okay, there's that strum pattern. Down, chuck, down, down, chuck. Next chord, D minor 7. And then finally C major 7. So that's the pattern. Real easy and simple. So when you get to the end of the C major 7, then you're going to switch to the open chords. Same names, F major 7. You can even use the same pattern, E minor 7. D minor 7, and then with C major 7th, open. And then back to the bar chords. Keep revolving back and forth, and you want to get all the notes to ring true, right? You don't want to hear dead strings like this. You don't want to hear this, right? Everything should ring true. Now from the E to the D minor is easy because you're just kind of keeping the same shape, just sliding. And then if you're having trouble from that D to the C major 7 from that D minor, just practice that, back and forth. I call that practicing the mechanics of the chord change. Same thing for the open chords. If you're having trouble going from that F major 7th to the E minor 7th, just take those 2 at a time, just back and forth. You'd be surprised how working in those mechanics, it's all muscle memory. Sitting in front of the TV, you could work that, right? This exercise will help you in so many ways. You know, kind of use this as a template and take some of your other chords that you've been practicing and switch those up. If you know the bar chord version, if not, look on our website in our chord video section, and then switch those from the bars to the opens, bars, opens, back and forth, or mix it up. Do some bars, some opens, some bars, some opens. You know, and this will really take your chord changing to the next level. You can also do it with different strum patterns. And then when you get really good, you could just kind of pop from chord to chord quickly, kind of like. So practice this exercise, work on your changes, you know, 2 at a time, then take it through the whole string. Do this with other changes, and you'll really see a big difference in your chord changes and getting more proficient at your changes and your strumming and your rhythm and meter. So I'm David Taub, co-creator of nextlevelguitar.com. Check out the website at nextlevelguitar.com. We have a free 3-day pass on the home page. Give it a whirl, see how you like it. It's a great site, and we will see you in the next lesson. Take care, keep putting those guitars in your hands every day, and keep on rocking.